Hey everybody, welcome to the Token Nerd Podcast, where we ramble on about geeky things ranging from Batman to pop figures to Star Wars. My name is Anthony Pettiford.
And I am Travis Lynkins.
All right, well, this is episode one of our ongoing little project called Token Nerd, as we obviously said. This is episode one, and so before we get into too much, different content over the time, we'll just kind of give a quick intro about who we are and a little background about us because better to know who you're listening to instead of just two random guys sitting in the top second floor of someone's closet, which we technically are. So
Well,
tell me about yourself, I guess I
okay.
should say.
My name is Travis Lynkins, and I'm a co-owner of a blog called urbanvinyldaily.com. And we cover the world of designer toys, art, underground art, lowbrow, street art, anything really that catches our eye and we find to be interesting and we want to bring to more people. So through that process, we have done a lot of art show curating and a lot of production and releasing of toys in said scene. During that time, we kind of cross into the nerd world. We talk about pop figures from time to time. We talk about licensed product, action figures, and just anything kind of nerdy that kind of crosses over. Also, I'm a big fan of like nerd culture. I obviously I love Star Wars. I love Lord of the Rings, Batman, comic books in general. Um, any kind of TV that's kind of going on, I kind of keep up with that. Um, and that's about it for me as far as why I am here. So why are you here, Anthony?
Well, I'm here because I have nothing better to do. No, was the co-owner or co-creator of the Dynamic Buzz, which was a low B, not even B grade, D grade website where we just covered, comic book news. We did previews for comic books. We try to do exclusive videos of smaller cons. Obviously not SDCC, but we did C2E2, which you came with us for back in 2013. My partner was we were with John back in the day. Once we graduated, it kind of was hard to keep things synchronized. Just with I was graduated, he was still in school, and it was just hard to kind of keep our schedules together. And I tried to keep it going for a little bit, just posting here and there. Brought my brother on, Addison, and it just kind of fell off to the side. Just got really busy. And so I really have I'm not like you. I don't have a deep background. I've just been, going to cons since I was, 14, and like I like to say, I was a geek before it became cool. uh,
Before the Big Bang Theory.
yeah, well, there'll be an episode solely about the Big Bang Theory. But no, I mean, I like to think that before 2007, when Iron Man came out, was like you were still made fun of for liking things. I remember with going on a quick story, like I remember I was just as Batman for Halloween when I was in second grade. I got made fun of for it. Now you go through and you like watch a kindergarten parade or a elementary school parade, and everyone's dressed as
Yeah.
Batman. But yeah, I don't really have a deep professional background. I just have a fan background. And I decided that I really wanted to pick something else up because I was kind of getting consumed into my own day job. And I thought, I have something on the side, something that will take me away from work that I can focus on, just to kind of be my stress reliever. And that's kind of what this is going to be for me.
And we all kind of want to be in radio.
Yeah, we all. Oh, I worked at WISO, which is a NPR station. So I guess I do a little bit of background
Yeah.
in radio. But yeah, so I really don't have that much going on. Basically, I work at a screen printing company, so I do graphic design. I've been trying to sell some of my geek apparel on Etsy and stuff, but that's basically who I am. And I guess the next question is, if we're gonna go through this, is like, how did we meet? Since
Um,
I like to think that we're pretty good friends.
yeah.
We do.
Met a
Yeah,
long time ago.
a long time ago. Yeah. No, when I went to Wilmington College, as you
Yep.
did too, and I just happened to crazy story. I've wound up at an apartment, and I was hanging out with some people, and they were all part of a fraternity called Lambda Chi Alpha. And I decided, you know what, like I like the guys who were in it. I became closer friends with them, and I ended up joining. And you were the let you tell this part of the story.
And I was a volunteer. I come back as the alumni to help kind of mentor these young men as they go through college. So that's kind of how we met, and it was kind of a professional interaction at first. I mean, I tried to keep a very professional mindset during that process. So we kind of became closer friends when we traveled to C2E2 that first time. That's when we really kind of grew as our friendship.
Yeah, because me and John were doing the Dynamic Buzz as a project for our communications class, and you had Urban Vinyl Daily, which was a huge help in teaching us and showing us how to kind of use WordPress, which we were using at the time, and kind of keep things organized and work on widgets and stuff like that. And then through that, we started, Comic Book Wednesday, where we drove back to Yellow Springs, went to the comic book shop there, and hung out. And then we went to C2E2, obviously, and that was kind of the tie when we were all like, yep, after this kind of trip, we're all friends.
And it was a good way to kind of share knowledge about kind of the scene and like how to utilize these tools to make sure that you're getting your stuff out to people. And so I have a decent amount of experience in just kind of promoting and utilizing internet tools to make your stuff get out there and how to use it. So that's kind of where I come in, I guess.
Yeah, and so from that point on, it's just kind of been, I don't know. I don't really think about it. I thought, just for the sole purpose of this podcast that we talk about how we met, and I was like, I don't really remember it anymore because it just kind of happened. It wasn't like oh, hi, I'm Anthony. It was just
here we are.
Yeah, we just knew each other as a fraternity, and now here we are.
Common interests.
Yeah. 5 years later.
Yeah.
Wow.
It's been a while.
That's crazy. Well, that's basically how we met. And so we did mention before quickly what the goal of Token Nerd was. And the Token Nerd podcast, we're going to hopefully have different channels for it. Basically the Token Nerd podcast, and we'll have like Token Nerd Top 10, which will just do our own personal list of top 10 anything. There will be no specific genre. We'll just go through like games, Pokemon, anything like that.
Pokemon is 20. You don't feel old this year.
Oh yeah. I saw that they are going to offer the original Red and Blue
with a special edition 3DS.
See, I don't want to buy one.
Don't do it because they're going to come out with a new one. Like, I mean, there's got to be a new 3DS coming at some point, right?
Yeah. I'll think about game. Like well, since we're gonna branch off for a quick second, everyone argues that Red and Blue are the best games.
Yeah, but I still have them and my Game Boy Pocket. That's all I need.
I keep saying I was going to buy it from you, but the thing is, and anyone out there who's played it, and people can get mad and want to argue, if you have Leaf Green and Fire Red, they're obviously better than the remakes. They're extended, and
the original ones aren't backlit.
Yeah. I mean, don't get me wrong. It was monumental. I mean, it started this entire franchise, but... And if you want to argue, yellow was better. Like,
because you got Pikachu right off the bat.
Okay, that. But you also got all 3 starters.
Yeah.
Yeah, so
but you got Pikachu, and he followed you around.
Have you seen that meme where it's like what your mom knows, and it's like every Pokemon is Pikachu, Pikachu, Pikachu. That yellow one with the tail. Pikachu, Pikachu, Pikachu. But no, so that's my goal with Token Nerd, is to basically kind of have an outlet, just speak what's on my mind about geek news, kind of throw my opinion out there. Because one thing I did notice is, I like to get online, and when I'm at work, I listen to different podcasts, ranging from SourceFed Nerd to
Big Kev's Geek Stuff.
Yeah, I've started listening to them. I listen to Screen Junkies and et cetera, et cetera. Yep. But like my thing is just to continue the conversation. That's what I want it to be. So so what is your goal? What do you want out of Token Nerd?
I just want to kind of be a different outlet, kind of in the same vein of what I'm doing, but also a little different, and comment on things that I already have generated opinions on or am more interested in, and just kind of to experience how the podcast thing goes. Mm-hmm. I mean, it's something that I've wanted to do for a while, just haven't had the tools and access and interested party, because if it was just me, it wouldn't be very interesting.
No. It's like I listen to Kevin Smith do his, and sometimes he can just talk by himself. I wouldn't know what to do.
But that's Kevin Smith.
That's true. He smokes a little bit too much, and he knows he's talking to someone else.
I mean, like he he can talk and people want to hear it.
Yeah.
Like,
oh, no, he's a talented speaker. Don't get me wrong.
Yeah, but like people aren't going to be like, oh, hey, Travis, I'm just going to listen to you.
Yeah.
Like they need the interaction.
Well, it reminds me, we have a friend, Derek, who we're going to have on the show one day, because Derek is a storyteller.
Yeah.
I mean, I could sit there and just listen to him talk for hours, and that's what Kevin Smith is. He can just someone who can tell you a story, and you're drawn in.
Preview, Harry Potter people.
Yeah,
you want to listen to that one.
Yeah, the Token Nerd Harry Potter podcast. It's going to happen soon. But yeah, so basically that's our quick outline for episode 1. Just kind of stay tuned, stay with us. We're going to, we're getting used to the idea of it. So obviously the first couple episodes are going to be a little shaky. We're still trying to figure out how to use the equipment and junk.
And learn how we sound. And all that.
Yeah, learn how we sound. Maybe get a better program than GarageBand.
Maybe. Depends on Amazon. Famous sale.
All right. Well, so we're going to call this quick episode closed. Like I said, we just wanted to put a quick episode 1 out there, kind of get to know us. Since we really don't have anything else set up, people can find you online.
Yeah. If you want to check out my other ventures, go onto Instagram, check out at Urban Vinyl Daily, or you can check out the website, urbanvinyldaily.com. We're on Twitter at Urban Vinyl Daily, Facebook, Urban Vinyl Daily. It's not too hard to find us. If you can spell Urban Vinyl Daily, you Google it, you'll find it.
And you can find, well, for the time being, you can even look up The Dynamic Buzz. It's thedynamicbuzz.wordpress.com because we lost the domain rights.
There's actually a link on Urban Vinyl Daily to
The Dynamic Buzz. That's right.
So just go to my website.
Yeah, just go to Urban Vinyl Daily. You'll find us. Nothing's been updated in a while, but kind of get a cool idea of like what my past was. So I'm not completely a fraud. But yeah, so
he has credentials.
Yeah, credentials. All right. Well, thanks for listening to episode 1 of Token Nerd Podcast. I'm Anthony.
I'm Travis.
Stay spicy.